Let's tinker with Nasus. Nasus is known for being an island dweller. He sits top, gets ganked, killed, rinse and repeat. He dies so much that you forget about him, only for him to come back 20 minutes later to beat you up. And if he can't beat you up, he beats your towers up instead. While that's all cool and fine and dandy, Nasus has one major problem. He's goddamn boring! To delete this issue, I turned Nasus into a fast, demonic, undying, flying assassin AP bruiser. I turned him into an AP bruiser. The idea is rather simple. I want to do things apart from farming. By making him AP, I can farm and harass with my E. Perfect! To effectively harass with E, we need to not play against those pesky top laners with infinite sustain. Therefore, I took Nasus out of the top lane and put him into mid. Thanks to Nasus' passive, now we are the ones with infinite sustain. Take that, Irelia! We also get to play against squishy immobile mages that eat damage for free. Except these two. Fuck these two. For runes, take Comet and Scorch, and now we can start to burn down their homes. Nasus' E has two parts to it. The first being damage on cast, and the second being damage over time. To make the most of this, we're gonna make him spit
super hot fire.
We max E first, increasing the initial and damage over time. We then build Liandry's for maximum burn. Nasus' E also has a pretty decent scaling of 60% AP on both parts. Keep harassing the enemy with E while farming with Q as much as you can, annoying them and sending them the message that you are no longer a puss. You're a dog. Snoop Dogg! Snoop Dogg! Eventually, you would have farmed up a decent amount of money and stacks. With the money, I would buy a Rylai's, then Demonic. Your E then becomes a massive zoning tool that not only does damage, but slows people trying to ignore and walk through it. Going to his ult, R makes him a good dog that could probably eat a bullet shot at you. However, people always tend to ignore its second effect. Once activated, Nasus does % maximum health magic damage to all enemies around him. The % maximum health damage scales with both ability power and level. This means that if you reach late into a game, you could 100 to 0 someone just by walking next to them. They are also slowed since you have both Rylai's and W, meaning that they are mostly unable to leave your no-no zone. Not only are you burning them with your R, but you're constantly firing comets at them because your Q and each tick of both your E and your R help to reset Comet's cooldown. This build is also difficult to build against since Nasus does a large amount of mixed damage. If you have been farming harder than Rabbit in Winnie the Pooh, your Q should be doing decent damage. Q does physical damage. This means that if enemies are building MR, you can still damage them by hitting them with your 2 slows before walking up and spamming Q. This damage is further enhanced by your E shredding 45% of their existing armor. You can even enhance this by buying Baron Nash's Tooth or Lich Bane's King, converting your AP into even more on-hit damage. While this all sounds great, by buying Harry Potter items, you're left as squishy as a Minecraft slime. Which is why I would recommend buying some World of Tank credits. I would recommend buying Anathema's Chains if they have only 1 damage threat, since the 30% damage reduction would make them still more useful than Sakura. Winters gives you shield from slows, Randuin slows them, and Frozen gives them crippling depression so that they can't hit you. For MR, Spirit Visage and Force of Nature are both solid options, but my favourite is definitely Abyssal Mask. By existing next to them, you Thanos snap away their MR. This also happens to scale with health, which you will get through your other items. Going Riftmaker is also a decent choice, as it gives you moderate damage and lots more sustain during fights. You do, however, lose out on some damage, ability haste, and the mana from Liandry's, which hurts. A lot. In conclusion, should you try AP Nasus?
Your inhibitor
inhibitor has been destroyed. Defeat.
Yes.
Let me show you how to keep the dice rolling when you're doing that thing over there. Hey. Hey, let's go! Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day. Go! See, really wanna pop me. Go! Just know that you will never flop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. Go! You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it, then I'm gonna murder every